All right, this is going to be the weekly analysis for week 3 of January. Well, we're gonna start off with GBP. We're gonna start off with GBP, Japanese yen. And as we can see, GBP, Japanese yen, sellers have fulfilled supply at this price here at 186.050. Supply has been fulfilled, giving us a strong resistance point here. However, the buyers are demanding a lower price, which is the equilibrium price, 182,500. Now, the data collection is telling me that the seller have fulfilled the higher price, and now that it has an opportunity to make another slip to the upside, creating a accumulation or liquidation area before going to the asking price, which is 82,500. So what I'm looking at here on GBP Japanese yen is to see how the market is going to react at my Q level, right? Because since we already have a bullish direction here, if you graph Fibonacci from point A to point B, we clearly can see that the market has reached 50%. Also, if we look here, these are gaps that were filled already, and now we have one last gap here. This equilibrium level that is waiting to be fulfilled. So I can either wait for the market to come to my Q level or wait for the market to come back here and see what it wants to do from this point on. Because if that's the case, right, it's going to create some sort of downtrend to break and then continue to the upside to our target. But remember, the asking price is 182,500. So with that being said, that's what I have for GBP Japanese yen. Next one is the Australian dollars. The sellers are willing to supply 0.67650, and the buyers are demanding a lower price, which is 0.65850. So in this case, we can see that in the past on gold, the market created liquidation area. It has fulfilled that duty, and now it's at the demanding price. And the way that the market is approaching this demanded price, we can see that it is creating another liquidation zone, meaning that if the demanded price is acceptable for the buyer, the probability that we're going to go to 0.67650 increases. But the best thing to do right now is just wait if the market is going to come to the equilibrium level or is going to break and then trade this. That would be the most safest bet that we can have at the moment. So I have Australian USD as neutral at the moment. USD Japanese yen are the one actually moving. We have this high here on December 11 of last year, and we can clearly see how the market is approaching that critical level, right? We can see we have this high here, we have this high here, we have this low here, So we're creating like a little channel, creating a steady momentum to our target here to 147,350. So this is bullish, right? But I also have to keep in consideration that the buyers are demanding a lower price, which is 142,500. So I want to see how the market is going to react at these levels here to see if I can sell the position from here to the demanded price. Over here, we are creating accumulation too. So we're going to see if that actually plays out, if this level is actually acceptable by the sellers. Other than that, it's still neutral, not yet, but soon we're gonna have a good setup. So this is GBP USD. I'm gonna have to go daily to tell you what's going on here. Over here, we have fulfilled the equilibrium price, right? We have fulfilled the sellers have supplied a higher price for them to sell, right? Now, the buyers are demanding a lower price at 1.23500. And the way that the buyer fulfill a higher price for the sellers, it created a accumulation. This ended early. Remember, it's gonna take time for this to develop. But if the seller feels satisfied about the higher price they receive, the buyers are gonna demand a lower price, a strong push to the downside. Now, of course, there's another option that can happen. It could be a switch. The market can push higher and then probably look for a position to sell here. Right? Right now it's it could be a 50-50 chance, so I have to see a little bit more data for me to decide which way I want to go. But that's the idea. So we're just gonna see what happens. On the H4 time frame, we can see that the market is steadily pushing upward to the demanding price. We have our support here, and we have creating a liquidation zone. So I want to see the market push to the downside and then push back and then look for this position to sell if I want to sell. But in the meantime, it's just too risky to be looking for a setup on GBP USD. Let's go to the next one. On this one, on gold, we can see that the market fulfilled this liquidation area, and now it is fulfilling this liquidation area from this point. So this is what I was thinking also, because we are looking at the same setup on other pairs. We have the demanding price for the buyers, which is 2,500. And the way that it was approaching, it was with accumulation, but now it has pushed to the upside. Now, this is very interesting though, because from here, it is indicated that we are about to have a bullish run to the upside. Right? So, but for that to occur, we need to see more the market pushing clean and creating this move, right? Because now we have cleared the entire liquidation, and now we have enough lower price for the buyers to ride to the upside. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this, but there's nothing yet. This one is the one that so the sellers have supplied a good price to sell, which is 1.098. And the way that we are approaching that, right? We have the push, and now we have this accumulation here happening, right? Attempting to give the buyers the demanding lower price of 1.8500 clearance price. So we can clearly see here that the structure of H4 time frame, it is down below here, right? And then we set the major structure, which is down here, this point. Now we have a wave formation that happens on this leg. We have this wave, A, B, and C pattern, right? And over here we have reached B, and we are ranging, right? So we know for a fact that because of the way that this candle rejected, give us a higher probability that it's going to go to the equilibrium price of 1.8500, right? So knowing that information, I can start looking for a position here on lower time frames, right? Something that's gonna give me a better understanding that yes, this is the right move. But in the meantime, just waiting for it to develop. Now we have USD CAD, our last pair of the day. We can see that the sellers are demanding a higher price for them to sell here and here. Whenever there's two equilibrium price back to back, the probability that it's going to test the second one is very high. So I cannot be looking for sales yet because the market has made this move to the upside, accumulate, and then the move that's going to happen is to push to the upside. So this leg here, I'm going to be looking to sell from here, right? So from here, create some sort of wave and knowing that's going to clean this price all over here. So in the meantime, just got to wait how the market is going to react to our levels. And that's it for today. And I'm going to give an update in the next couple of days just to see what happens in the market. Bye for now.